Beauty in 2016 is a very vague word because of the broad range of definitions it may have.
Great body, curvy girls, and it goes to the bigger girl, and it goes back down to skinny girls, and it goes to, it just changes all the time. But, as it stands, the model has to have a certain body type, I guess.
A staggering stat that most people don't know about is 87% of models are Caucasian, 6% are Black, 6% are Asian, and 1% are only Latin.
It's changed over the years, but at the end of the day, we're still looking for size 0, the perfect body to walk down that runway. If you're not perfect for the Milan runway or the London runway, then you are not going to work in fashion, right?
InterLiving finds out what it's really like to work as a fashion model and public figure in the fashion industry. Here to give us insight and answers to those questions, Syed Sohail, a fashion blogger for tpgstyle.com, who's also known as the Prep Guy, and from London, England, model Jerry Ali Thompson. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You can check out more about our guests at tpgstyle.com, and you can also search Jerry Ali on any sort of social media and find her stuff there. So I'm going to start off with you, Syed. So you both have an insider's perspective on the industry. Can you tell us what the fashion industry's view of perfection is?
The fashion industry, their view of perfection is definitely looking flawless every day, being slim. You have to dress up all the time. They don't picture you not being dressed up at all. So that's really what they expect from people in the industry.
Anything to add, Jerry?
The way I see it is almost as if the fashion industry perspective changes by season. On a model's perspective, even aesthetically, one minute they kind of like a model with a dark grungy look, then they want the model who's happy and smiley. This is only from a model's perspective because that's the only way I see the industry. But at the same time, yes, on a typical base, you're expected to look glamorous, beautiful, clear skin, and awesome every point of the day, which I feel like isn't really that realistic for a regular person.
So Jerry, what have you learned in the years that you've been in the fashion industry?
I've learned that being yourself and not trying to be what the industry expects you to be is the best way to be.
So going off the back of that, what are the challenges of perfection that you're facing?
I would say typically for fashion, I don't really fall into that category of exactly what a Black model should look like. It's a little bit of a touchy subject, but for me, I just personally feel like I don't fall into that, and I face certain problems when it comes to that. Or, for example, with the grudgy and edgy kind of vibe going on here in London, sometimes people don't believe I fall under that when I feel like you dress me the right way and I can pull it off, but some people don't. So I feel like that's kind of what it is trying to fit everyone's perfect spectrum of what they're looking for, but you can't. So it's just kind of being yourself, being confident with it, and loving yourself enough and making everyone else believe, yeah, she's a great model, she can do this.
So Syed, what are your thoughts on this? Is there any challenges of perfection that you face?
Definitely, you have to make sure that all your photos come out perfectly. You have to make sure it comes out quickly. You have to make sure that the brand's happy, but also your viewers are happy. And you have to make sure, being a blogger, the photo is everything. Even for models, but they also do more like catwalks and runways as well. But for us, it's just photos, and everything has to be well filtered, well edited. It has to look perfect, but on the go, very quickly.
So what do you think, Syed, the beauty standards are in this industry?
Definitely the beauty standards are being slimmer. I think that's definitely the main standard that they have, or having a specific build. I feel like models or even fashion people in general, they all are super skinny, and they have to be able to fit in different styles and be able to change up their look and look amazing while doing it.
And to go off the back of that, Jerry, do you think the beauty standards will ever change? This will be your last question.
I'm hopeful that they will, and I really hope they do change. You see a slow change already, as far as campaigns including other ethnicities, whether as well as just people more embracing other cultures, which I think is really nice. So I hope we keep pushing forward with that, and we keep pushing the boundaries as far as body image goes, and we just break down all these barriers, because the real world doesn't have those type of barriers. When you're in your neighborhood, you have all types of people. So I'm just hoping the media can finally reflect what real world is.
Right. So I'd just like to thank the both of you so much for joining us. It really means a lot to us.
Thank you.
You can learn more about our guests at tpgstyle.com, and you can also check out Jerry Alley on any sort of social media. If you want to learn more about our show on perfection, make sure you check out our website, InterLivingTV. Also follow us on Twitter at InterLivingTV. Thank you for joining us.